Students, welcome back. Now let's see different examples of DFA, deterministic finite automata. So in this video I'll explain some of examples. Means the question in the exam they will give in different ways. Okay, so don't confuse whenever they are given a question in different way, whatever you didn't understand. So try to elaborate the question. If you know the concept, whatever the way the question is given, you can able to write that answer. You will get the solution for that answer. Okay, so my main I'm going to tell that first thoroughly read the concept of the deterministic finite automata, then come to the examples, then you can understand whatever the question they are given. So let me take the first example. Now here sometimes they will give the direct way, means they will give all the inputs. You ask to find out some solution for that, like this. So let's take example 1. Let the deterministic finite automata, they are given as a B. It's a 5 tuple A, B, C. Okay, it's a Q is a with having the 3 states. A, B, C are the 3 states, and the set is in between 0 and 1. Okay, this is the input symbols and these are the states. 3 states are there and the input symbol is 0, 1, and they are given directly. They are giving as a initial state is A, and they are also saying that the final state is C. And what they are asking? They are asking the transition function of the table is also they given. We need to construct the state transition diagram for that. So the present state, they are given the table. So input 0 and 1. So initial state starts. What is the initial state? A is the initial state, right? So A on 0 they are given as A, B, and next state is B, C, A, and the final state is represented with star or double circle B, C. So they are given a transition table. Now by seeing this table, you can easily construct the DFA for this table. So you have to remember that in DFA, only one path which is going to that particular input. If you are taking any particular input, only one path will be going to that particular input. Okay, so the A can be on 0 it goes to only A, or it can on 1 it goes to only on to B. So here let me draw the diagram. What's the initial state is A. So A on 0 it goes to A only. A on 1 it goes to B. Now coming to B. B on 0 goes to C. So B on 0 goes to C. B on 1 goes to A. B on 1 goes to A. Okay, B on 1 goes to A. Now coming to C. C is the final state. And C on 0 goes to B. So C on 0 goes to B. And C on 1 goes to C itself. So this is a state transition diagram for the given table. Okay, this is one way of asking the question. So let me take another way. So I'll try to cover almost all the types, means the different ways they are asking the question, because every student is getting confused. What is this question? What I have to draw and what I have to be implemented. So the same pattern means you can easily recognize, but let's see the different patterns. Let me take the another example too. It's the another way of asking the question. So here they are giving the question like design DFA. I need to design DFA with, they are given sigma 0, 1. A sigma means set of alphabet, means the input symbols are 0, 1. And it has to accept, this input symbol accepts those string which starts with 1 and ends with 0. So they are asking that the string, set of string will be there. That string starts with 1 and ends with 0. So compulsorily it has the language whatever we have taken, that string has to starts with 1 and ends with 0. Starts with 1 and ends with 0. So the minimum length of the string here is 2. Okay. So the minimum length of the string is 2. It's a minimum length. Or else you can starts with 1 or ends with 0. Starts with 1 and ends with 0. Starts with 1 or ends with 0. Means like this. So it should be anything. The length of the string, they are not given the maximum length, but the minimum length is 2 compulsory, because the string should starts with 1 and ends with 0. Means the 2 characters are there, 2 symbols are there. So the minimum length of the string is 2. So whenever the minimum length of the string is 2 is, the number of states that are participate in the diagram is minimum length plus 1. So what is the minimum length? 2 plus 1, that is 3. So number of states are 3. So let's take 3 states. Okay. So now I want to construct the DFA, a deterministic finite automator with these inputs, and that string starts with 1 and ends with 0. So here this is the initial state. Let's take Q0, Q1 and Q2. So 3 states I had taken. Let's take first minimum string. The starting string starts with 1 and ends with 0. Starts with 1. So Q on 1 goes to Q1, and next it has to, this Q2 is the final state, on 0 goes to Q2. So the first string is accepted. Q on 1 leads to Q1 and Q1 on 0 goes to Q2. So 1 0. So the 1 0, it reaches the final state, means it accepted. Let's take, suppose let me take this second. 1 0 0. Is it accepted or not? I have to check. So Q0 on 1 goes to Q1. So let me take 100. So Q0 1. Next Q0 on 0, 0. And again the 0 has to become, let's take this loop. So now this is also accepted. So Q0 on 1, 1 0 0. It reaching the final thing is, we have to reach the final state. Okay. So next let me take this string 1 0 1 0. Our question is starts with 1, ends with 0. So here I starts with 1 and I ends with 0. So in between, whatever it may be, let's check. Q0 on 1 goes to Q1. Q1 on 0 goes to Q2. So again Q2 on 0 goes to Q2 itself. Means it is reaching the final state. Accepted. So this time let me take 1 0 1 0 1 0 0. Let me check this. Is it accepted or not? Means in this way you need to be checked. So Q0 on 1 goes to Q1, 0, Q2, Q2 on 1. So again it has to come like this. Q2 on 1 goes to Q1 and Q1 on 0 goes to 0, like this. So like this we have to be checked. So here how I am going to construct the DFA. The DFA means each state has to go either 1 and the 0. So here it is going to 1. And here the Q1 is going to 0 and it should be 1. The starts with 1. Okay, don't disturb Q0. Q0 is always starts with 1. So it is not starting with 0. Starting with 0 means you have to take a loop here. But the thing is, question starts with 1 means Q0 is having only one input 1. It doesn't have the 0. But Q1 is having the 0 as well as the 1. Okay, means in between this anything will be there. And Q2 should be 0 and it can goes to 1. And finally it has to reach the 0. Our aim is ends with 0. So the loop should be in the final state is 0. And here it starts with 1 means it is going to 1 to the next state as a 1. It doesn't have any loop. So this is the DFA for the given question. So I think you a little bit confused. So let me take some more examples. So try until you clear your confusion. Okay, here the main thing is, what is the question they are given? Starts with 1. So I started the state with 1 and I started the state ends with 0. So don't disturb these two and check the remaining intermediate state. This state has to go to 1 as well as the 0. Because the input strings are 0 and 1. So it is going to 0 and within loop it is 1. And this Q2 is also going to 0 and it is going to 1. Okay, at the same time it is having this loop because it has to end with the 0. Thank you.